Thanks, Randal. You're sweet. I mean, I kind of like him. I kind of like him a little bit more than Markus. Christ, I can't believe Queen Bitch thinks I'll work under her. Every Isakari out to use or kill you for power. That's always how it goes. They say that they're all about beauty and peace and the wars over fighting, but it's a fucking scam bunch of snakes. I'm in Isakari, actually. Someone sounds a little jealous. Hey, you're insulting my house! Well, shit. Abruptly stiffening, Randal stares at me for a few seconds. His fingers curl into a fist, knuckles turning white. But before long, he lets out a pain sigh. If I didn't have a soft spot for movies, I'd crack you open right here. But I got too much human left in me for that. My point still stands. Isakari will fuck you over no matter what, even if you're part of the same house. Yeah, I kind of get the sense that, like, Sarai, even Markus too, like, even though I like him, it's just like, you can tell they're shady, right? And those Goliath creeps, they're all wrapped up in shit. I don't know, conspiracy theories or weird prophecies. Except for Markus anyway. Markus is the best guy I know around here. Really? I'm actually surprised that he's saying that. Markus is amazing, weird sunglasses and all. Can't understand anything he says is great, really, because my first impression was that he belonged to the psych ward. Met each other once, and I think he's plenty for me. I mean, I think he's okay. He's just weird. Right? I've got no idea why the fuck he wears those things, but hey, it's a free country. Markus, man, I used to hate his guts, since he was always playing the nice one with Queen Bitch. Not to mention that slow, preachy way he talks. But then, when I shut up and actually listened to what he said, I realized he's got it all figured out. The politics, the mind games, everything. Randal pauses, shaking his head in the bemused awe. He didn't seem like the type of guy who'd respect just anyone, so for the fact that he thought so highly of Markus must have been really meant something. That guy could have been the king of Los Angeles if he wanted to. Hell, probably the whole world. But instead, he just hangs out with his porn store and sells giant rubber dicks. Really makes you think, doesn't it? He clutches his stomach, doubling over as if he just cracked the best joke of the century. And that leaves you with the House Mavar, right? My house is full of scumbags, the Goliaths are crazy. What's wrong with the Mavars? Let's just say this, because he seems in a joking mood. Good work, I see you've been paying attention. Not a whole lot to say about us, really. Mavar don't complicate shit. We hate rules, and we hate rulers even more. Vampires should be able to do whatever the hell they want. No killing innocent humans, no revealing your nature in public. Aside from that, we like to live our unlives well damn as we please, usually on the wilder side. Got a problem with another vampire? Fight it out. No backstabbing, no politics, just blood. We're beasts after all. Mavar don't hide from that. We embrace it. Interesting, dangerous but interesting. Sounds a bit barbaric. So being a vampire is an excuse to ignore the law and order? I mean, does it really fucking matter if we, like, follow the rules or not? I'm just gonna say interesting, but I don't really like the fighting part. No more danger than Isakari's schema or Goliath and mind games. We don't dance around shit. And that's how it should be. If you slap rules onto the world as dangerous as ours, you're gonna have a problem. Trying to make our crazy powerful creatures all play nice with each other is a recipe for a fucking disaster. Lying murder, it's a piece of cake for us. Oh, whatever, you'll understand one day. With a worried smile, Randal reaches out to clamp a large hand on my shoulder, squeezing it roughly. Alright kid, it's been fun, but I need to go make sure the others aren't running down Gauls in the streets or anything too crazy. I'm usually at the beach with my crew, so if you ever decide to hop on a winning team... He trailed off and clicked his tongue playfully, winking at me. Thanks Randal, you're sweet. I mean, I kinda like him. I kinda like him a little bit more than Markus. Nah, no need to thank me. We were all newbies once, I just do my best to remember that. I'm actually really surprised that he's nice to us. Like, he's nice to new people. It's pretty cool. And with that, we parted ways. I left the parking garage with a slightly clearer picture of the world I'd been tossed into thanks to Randal. Luckily, the guard at the entrance was gone, so I avoided any awkward encounters. Maybe he wouldn't hold any hard feelings? I mean, I punched him in the face, so probably not. The whole mess had worked out, somehow, although I had to wonder how much was it just a beginner's luck, since most of it seemed too convenient to be true. I arrived at the hotel with an overwhelming sense of relief, making my way back to the meeting room last night. It turned out Sarai and Heath were already waiting for me. Welcome back, Lyla. We heard about the little mess you caused at the parking garage. Word travels fast. Heath's airy voice rang with pride, and he offered me a sly smile. Yes, you've done quite an impressive job. Your performance certainly surpassed my expectations. Unsurprisingly, Sarai didn't match Heath's smile, but she did offer me a sharp nod. It was a piece of cake, yeah, but you tricked me, you complete bitch. No, I'll say you, yeah, but like you kind of lied to me. Ahem. Before we go any further, let me clear the air. I knew Randal would see through the knife's deception. However, you accomplished a twofold task, perhaps without realizing it. You disrupted their truce. You disrupted their truce discussion, at least for now. You have also made yourself known by name to Randal, who is a significantly powerful vampire. From the smug glint in her tone, I could tell Samurai was pretty pleased with the outcome of events. Did that mean my instincts were right? None of what happened back there was an accident? As I mentioned earlier, your naivety was assumed by everyone you meet. Even secretive, insolent vampires will open up to you merely because they want to win you to their cause. You should use this to your advantage while you still can. Integrate yourself with those who believe you have no allegiances. Duly noted, I'm not as naive as I think I am. That seems incredibly dishonest. Are you trying to win me to your cause? Sure, I guess. Indeed, I believe you have made keen insight. It will undoubtedly serve you well in the tangled webs of our society. She sniffed pointedly, nudging her glasses back up her nose. That matter aside, I have another task for you. It entails less conflict, but an equal of importance. Okay, I'm listening. One of my contacts in South LA recently disappeared and I need to know why, but I can't spare any of my other associates to go find her. Things are very busy, you see. I expect this disappearance is sabotaged by some irksome rival of mine, but I'd like to confirm the situation. Go to the area, track her down, and report back. Not too complicated, is it? Understood, I'll come back if I find a contact. Fine, but I hope you make it worth my while. I don't want to be a bitch because she's kind of scary, not gonna lie. Excellent. I have faith you'll carry out that promise. My calm response seemed to please Sarah Rise, who peered at me contentedly over her glasses. Very well, one final thing. Lyla, before you go. Yes, Miss Locke, what is it? What is it? I suggest you partner yourself with, or at least try to learn from, an older vampire. For example, Heath here is charming, diplomatic, and very attuned to his humanity. A little over-idealistic, perhaps, but we, Isakari, like to strive for perfection. When Sarah Rise mentioned his name, Heath perked up, his eyes sparkling mischievously. Are you trying to woo me, Miss Locke? Nothing of the sort, I assure you. She mercilessly replied to Heath without missing a beat. Moving along, Markus too possesses remarkably insight of knowledge, but as a Goliath, he is also particularly eccentric, and his loyalties are unpredictable. Take everything he says with a grain of salt. And this may come to your surprise, but if you decide to seek out Randal as a mentor, I won't stop you. I acknowledge his strength, as well as his charisma and experience. However, do not let yourself be swayed by his anarchistic beliefs. The current war is proof what happens when vampires eschew leadership, chaos, paranoia, and bloodshed. Thanks for the advice. I'll choose carefully. You'll make all this sound pretty scary. Hey, thanks for your advice! So you should. This decision may be the most important one you'll ever make. Heath and I will be staying here to discuss affairs, but I expect you to report in the next few days, Lyla. She shifted an elegant hand, pointedly gesturing towards the door. Heath looks disappointed, flashing me an apologetic grimace when Sarah Rise wasn't looking, but he seemed stuck there for a moment. Okay. I took the hint and left, heading towards the elevator. A part of me wondered what affairs they were talking about, but eavesdropping probably wasn't worth the risk. My room welcomed me back with all its pristine, glorious, depressing shine. But as relieved and happy as it was to comply to my trial, I felt incredibly restless and isolated. Lifting the curtains with one hand, I gazed out of the window, absorbing the vibrant cityscape below me. Yesterday, it had felt like a dream. Today, reality was finally setting in. I was a vampire, chained to eternity. Trapped behind glass, separated from Hollywood's life I dream of, so close and forever unreachable. Like a cityscape, that dream would always glitter in the distance, a reminder of what I'd lost. It was dead, just as much as I was. So depressing. Maybe I really did need a mentor to help me out through this. Rules, etiquette, and powers? I could figure out those myself, given enough time. But that wasn't what I needed the most. I needed a new purpose, now that my old one was shattered. The three men Sarah Rise mentioned seemed to know what they were doing, if nothing else. That was a good chance that one of them could help me figure out my place in this world. With that, I made up my mind. Tomorrow I'd go see... Okay, so since this is still a demo, and like from like meeting all the guys so far, I kind of like Markus the best, Randal, and then Heath. So I think whenever this game comes out, I'm gonna do Markus first, and then I'm gonna let you guys decide which route I should do after. So guess I'll go see Markus. So something strange drew me to Markus. It felt like everything he had said had a double meaning. I never knew what to expect from him, and that unnerved me, but it fascinated me too. If I teamed up with Markus, then at the very least I knew things would never get boring. Then it was settled. Tomorrow I take a break from running, Sarah's errands, and go find Markus instead. The thought was only a small comfort in the hell I had been thrown into, but I clung onto it as hard as I could. A little excitement sparked through me as I shut the curtains, curling onto bed to hide from the coming daylight. If this was what fate had stored for me, then so be it. I would fight and struggle to stay afloat in this world and that I'd been thrown into, and no matter what, I wouldn't give up. Even if I meant I would never see another sunrise again. Hey, so that's the demo. Red Embrace Hollywood's completely different from the first game, because the first one was just a yaoi dating sim, and like, you know, it happened by accident, meets 3 vampires and whatever. This one is just like you're a fucking vampire and you just have to get thrown into all this like politics and stuff like that. I can tell like the story's gonna be much more elaborate than the first one, because the Red Embrace 1, or just Red Embrace, was very short. I think that was one of my criticisms about that game. It was very short. It was good, but it was very short. So I'm hoping that Hollywood would be much in-depth and enjoyable to witness, now that we got to see 3 of the romances and more characters that are involved in the story. So, with that being said, I would like to turn this to you guys. Whenever this game comes out, would you guys like me to play on the channel? Because I would love to, if you guys would like me to. And, like I said at the beginning, if you guys would like to check out the Kickstarter yourself, I'll leave a link in the description. It has all the details of this game and like what they're planning to do if they reach their goal and stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to try out the demo yourself, I'll leave a link to that as well. If you all enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you thought about all the characters so far, and who's your favorite vampire. You can pick from Markus, Heath, or Randal. So let me know in the comments. And be sure to subscribe and hit the bell button so you know when I upload Red Embrace Hollywood whenever that comes out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!
Have a lovely rosemary mushroom crostini, sliced and lightly toasted, baguettes topped with beautiful sauté onions with a dash of garlic and hints of butter. Mushrooms cooked